Hey guys, welcome back. Hi. Hello. Welcome. We're getting through the week. It's Thursday, maybe even Friday for some of you. Hello. Hi. Wow. We're really getting through this really quick, aren't we? Man, oh man. How are you? How was your day? Oh no, you are lay sick. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, again, hope you get well very soon. Just chill out here. This is going to be perfectly chill. How am I? I'm perfectly chill. I have been up for 26 hours, give or take. Yeah, I think maybe somewhere in there, I had 45 to 60 minutes of sleep. I don't really remember. That doesn't matter, you know. What's a third stroke and a fifth heart attack, right? We got to get to more important things here today. So, if I'm a little loopy, there you have it. That's why. It's one of those things where I have just enough energy where I'm like, yeah, let's do this. Plus, this is not a great time to get to bed. It's too damn early. Yeah, just let the delirium take over. That's what talking about VTubers is about anyways, right? Man, yeah, my deck, pretty large today, boys. 140 something tabs. I've been trying to keep it down to like to 100, but we're really catching up here. This is probably going to be day 1 of 2 of catching up with like agency news. So we'll just jump right into it in just a second here. Yeah, I'll go. How far are we in? About 40 seconds here. Misheard that. My big deck. Yeah, nice deck, man. Yeah. So, eat a Snickers. I am on. This is probably my 3rd cup of coffee. Plus, I had Coca-Cola. Refreshing Coca-Cola. As brought to you by Hololive Japan. So, yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good. You know, these streams are quick, right? It's only like 2 hours, man. It's funny, you know, I think 2 hours is about what YouTube streams are expected to be, right? And since we're multi-streaming now since the first on YouTube as well, we, for years, have just been on Twitch. That makes some sense. It's funny because like 2 hour streams on Twitch is nothing. It's so strange. It's like when you think of a Twitch stream, you probably think of more like 4 hours. At least I do. Funny stuff. 3rd cup. Yeah, I'm not going crazy here. I just had a whole oven pizza all to myself too. So I'm gonna be nice and dehydrated. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna down some H2O, yeah, soon enough. All right, yeah, let's just jump into it, man. If I need to speed up or slow down, I will. All right, have you guys heard of Oshi Uplink? This is still kind of new to me. They just made their account back here in September. Canada's premier VTuber convention, May 2nd to the 3rd, so it's a 2-day affair. Sheraton Toronto Airport Hotel. They're always at these airport hotels. FazeCon, Oshi Uplink is going to be in Toronto. Yeah, in May. Probably okay weather. This is cool. I mean, I'm welcoming any and all VTuber conventions at this point. I've been talking about how we really do need massive amounts more of VTuber conventions at this point. So there's just not like some over ownership of the space, I think. Did you hear that you did hear about it when it was announced and shared your enthusiasm for the 2 new East Coast cons on stream? You're thinking of somebody else. You're thinking, yeah, you're thinking of Balls by B. That's oh, okay, so On Key is in Boston. Are you sure? I don't feel like if I did react, I didn't take the knowledge in. I didn't take the knowledge. I'm gonna be honest. Or I just, forget. I forget things all the time. As a Canadian, I'm VTuber convention starved. Well, here you go. Still none in Europe. I mean, technically, we have Vexpo in the UK. I know that's not the EU, but it's still technically the continent of Europe. And, I mean, it's not too hard to get to the UK. I don't think so. Okay, so we got Boston. We got Toronto. This is good. Dudes, I mean, these conventions need to get bigger and bigger and bigger, so goofballs like MagFest just have to eat their words, man. I'm sorry to say. I do have some communiques further as in regards to MagFest. I'm kind of weighing if I'm going to present it to you guys maybe early next week, because I think I'm going to cut up what we did with Vivi, at least, and get that into an episode. I'd love to do that for her early next week. That's right. Balls to the wall ID. That's me. And I showed her some of those communications, and she was alarmed. It's weird because, you have a lot of competing voices in there. But it does, funnily enough, from the outside looking in, it reminds me of like the conversations I expect to be going on within video game studios. It's a video game convention, MagFest. So I'm not too surprised a lot of the dialogue internally is the same that I kind of like in my mind think occurs within a game studio, which is very wishy-washy, not a lot of progress, stupid decisions that are then backed up like, we couldn't do anything else. And, it's not about the person who got cut out. I'm mad that I got my message out of context. Like, no one cares. Wild Spice, welcome. All right. So anyways, Oshi Uplink. They're being sponsored by Stellarverse Pro, SVP, an official sponsor of Oshi Uplink, Canada's VTuber convention. Dang, they can just claim that, can't they? Because it's still so new in the game. They can just say, yeah, man, we're Canada's VTuber convention. What other VTuber convention is there in Canada? Like, that is a VTuber convention. Right? And if there is one, they better start a turf war here with Oshi Uplink. That's what they need to do. Yeah, first mover advantage. It's so weird. It's 2026 and it's taking this long to get these things, but it is what it is. It be what it be. Speaking of Stellarverse Pro, a lot of the stuff I have in here in today because a lot of it is timely. Like, stuff is happening this weekend. Merch is about to run out, like, tomorrow. Like, even today, I think some folks with Chroma Shift are doing some walkarounds and things like that at Anime Los Angeles, like, right now, actually, this very moment. Anki Expo used to say first East Coast VTuber convention, then Oshi Uplink got announced and they had to add US. Toronto isn't the East Coast. Don't even try that. You're not the East Coast. Toronto. But that's fine. Wild Spice has it surrounded on every platform. Infinium first anniversary merch here. It is gone tomorrow. So if you want that big fat pink tail there all the way to the left, or those big fat pink bun ears to the right, you need to get on this now. Now. Meanwhile, we have Neon Shrine. These guys are awesome. They make some of the coolest merch. They always have like some of the best spots in all these conventions. They are doing a live 3D show at Anime Los Angeles tomorrow, 9 p.m. in the Grand Ballroom. That is huge. That is a prime time. Arium, Vitoku, others involved here. We have Cottontail. We have Issa. Emilia. She sounds familiar. And also Chikafuji Lisa, who was one of our top stories today. We'll get to that later in the actual stream. Not surprising. Not surprising. They're also doing some meet and greets, right? Doing some meet and greets. I showed some of the other meet and greet stuff here. Oshi Snap. Before the actual concert tomorrow, they're doing some 3-minute meet and greets. Very nice. Issa Korva doing a cover music video. That's what she does. She a singer. Also, we have tons of artwork here. Issa Korva at Boat Goes Bented. Not even making this up. This is on Saturday on the 10th. That's part of V Fleet Project. Ship Girls, Jet Girls, and more. They have this event here on the 10th. Live aboard the battleship Iowa in Los Angeles, California. Oh, well, of course, Anime Los Angeles is going on. We have a lot of performers here. Missouri? I'm going to mispronounce all this stuff. Yeah, Rocky Kazuki. Rocky Kazuki. Ava Ananova. Talked about her recently. Josie62. OBK Cat. All this awesome, awesome artwork here. Alongside Alien Mixture. And they really went all out on this. And Nene Amano. They're all nice and color-coded here almost. Looks good. Speaking of Nene Amano, of course, over the holidays, she had her 9th original song and 3D music video release. Cute, 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 cute. That was just on Christmas Eve. Catching up. Glitch Stars. Your platform, your vision, our support. Here's hoping more people can get on with Glitch Stars. Recently holding a Doctors Without Borders live stream benefit, earning over 67. Congrats to them for earning that over the holidays. This Saturday, debuting basically a new gen, Erunia, starting at 3 p.m. Pacific, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. That's what I try. Kana Yanagi is joining them. So this technically makes her slightly corpo again. She had that stint as an indie, didn't she? So she's going to kick things off. And then these look so good. This whole file presentation is so good. 45 minutes later, Amaya Whisper. Oh yeah. I'm probably going to have to, cover that up in the episode. I love all the personalization here. Hiyori Mokami. 45 minutes later. And then another 45 minutes later, we have Lamina Alteri. I'm going to go ahead with that pronunciation here. Yeah, it does kind of feel like Kana's been with them for a little while, hasn't she? Man. Go white girl, go. I don't think there's a whiter girl than Kana Yanagi. It's like she glows. So best of luck to them. It's pretty cool they're all going to be together. Let's jump into Phase Connect here. Of course, I'm never going to stop talking about it because I still don't believe it's happening. We have, again, FazeCon happening. I don't believe it. June 13th to the 14th. 2-day affair at the Hyatt Regency San Francisco in Burlingame, California. Actually insane. Once again, coming up on the 17th. That is next weekend. Or should I say weekend after next? That's better. Weekend after next. On Saturday the 17th. Finally, Anya Nyabis will be joining us. Yeah, they had their Christmas medley. Wishing you a Phasemas. Also, what is this? Euphoria is giving you a full gin cover of Santa-san. Great! So that was the same day. So 2 songs on a single day. And also, if you were trying to get into the spirit, you could tune in to Phase Connect for a I'm Gonna Kill Santa Claus stream. Ho, 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 ho. Great. We love it here. Then bringing in the new year, they, of course, had their annual Phase Awards, as they are known to do. It's kind of these internal rewards they hold. Then we got Rooney Rose. Rooney Rose. Your very own evil woman. Wow! Thank you, Phase Connect. I've been asking for one of those for a long time. Thank you. Over the holidays, celebrating with the 3D bunny suit. Hooray! Champagne 3D bunny suit photo shoot. Yay! Also releasing an album. That album called Casual Blasphemy. That's the name of it. Casual Blasphemy. So you got the album, you got this bat pen light, some CD keychains, and a Shikishi board. Shikishi. That actually is going to be available until all the way till February 28th, so plenty of time. But why not just get it now? Just get it now. Just get it now. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I can come back for projects. And we're actually going to talk about something like that with HoloLive here in a moment and graduated talents. I don't know if you guys saw that news that HoloLive had this morning. It's pretty cool. We'll get to it in a second. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. I'm trying to blow through this as quickly as possible. Quickly as possible. No time to talk. I got a big deck here. Also, closing up in about 2 weeks here. Pre-orders closing on the 21st. We have Phase Euphoria's 2nd anniversary merch. Going with a beach theme during wintertime here in the Northern Hemisphere. They just have straight up a Hawaiian shirt. That's... It's this Hawaiian shirt with 4 anime girls sticking their heads out of the pocket. A fanny pack because they don't... Who is buying a fanny pack in 2026? What are they doing? Survival guide. I like that. I like that. Euphoria's survival guide postcard. Lenticular poster. Lots of colors on that one. And carabiners. What do those do? What is that? Stealth merch as loud as a Hawaiian shirt. That's right. Hip pouches. Carbine hooks. What's next, Crocs? Dude, like, Crocs have gone up and are like, have been like kind of a fashion statement for like 2 years now. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Wait, what are you guys talking about in my chat? Normies, lesbians, what? What's going on here? Crocs would go hard. Yeah. It's a type of hook you often see in rock climbing. Yes, because when I'm rock climbing, I'm doing it with my VTuber merch. So a lot of this we covered. God, it was like a week and a half. Oh no. So some of this is going to feel familiar, but we're finally getting into an episode tonight. Wait. Leah is a Dimpa jellyfish? Since when? Since when? Again, I'll play it one more time. You guys deserve to hear this one more time. Hold on, let me pump in the audio. Let me kill the music. Let's just hear it straight from the talent herself.
She got chapstick for Christmas, right? So then I asked her when she was putting on her chapstick, and I was like, oh, is it yummy? And she was like, what do you mean, is it yummy? And I was like, is your chapstick yummy? And she was like, I don't eat chapstick. And I was like, when I was your age, I ate chapstick. And you know what she said to me? She said, well,
Dunk.
I'm smart.
Yeah, that apparently was her 6-year-old niece. That was apparently her 6-year-old niece, telling you that. That is a perfect representation there from Burger King. Yeah, it's really weird, right? When you jump onto a YouTube stream, it doesn't always, like, catch you up to the current moment in the stream. Twitch is a little better about that. I do find the YouTube streams to be a little more stable. Generally. And generally sometimes have a few less ads, but I'm going to be for real with you guys. Probably in the spring, I'm going to up the ads. It's just going to be for real. So you guys probably want to start subscribing now. They are at the minimum level right now. They've been at the minimum level for years. And I'm probably going to set that to normal. So you might as well just start subbing and gift subbing now. Why not? Just get into the habit now. Why don't you? You find there's times when YouTube is ahead of Twitch? I generally, the way I set it up is I do start the YouTube stream like 10 seconds before Twitch, but they should be broadcasting the exact same thing. Anyways. FalseEyeD. Really challenging the YouTube monetization here with her fashion show, complete with a towel look that I can't zoom in on anymore on. We're going to go over this one more time. I can't wait to get this finally into an episode. Jeez. So, over the holidays, in order to get the girls to actually stream, Fishman held a, what do you want to call it? Like a gacha? Like, you earn points, apparently. And then with those points, you can win prizes, is the idea. Straight up, FalseEyeD won a 70. Apparently, they had 3 of these. They just had, somehow, 3 50/70s. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive, actually. Better than my card. And then she goes on. Another thing is like you had to tweet out a compliment to Sakana if you pulled like something you didn't want to pull. But you do get points out of it. They explain how the whole coffee thing is not even something the Fishman himself drinks. We had our suspicions. Being outed by one of the talents here. Sakana saying our coffee is custom and for more sophisticated coffee drinkers. Starbucks is for plebs. Plebeians. Like me. Ivan K in Japanese saying, I still remember Sakana walking around drinking Starbucks at the summer comic convention. That was funny. The president of a coffee company drinking Starbucks. Ah! Thank you very much for the gift sub. Thanks, Jesse. Much appreciated. Thank you for the 408 and all. Thank you. For the sophisticated consumer is code for bad taste. What? I still didn't really understand this one. NASA. Getting a staff choice outfit, new outfit. So the staff chooses a new outfit for the VTuber model. Is that the idea? Everyone was like, yeah, get her some bigger bobes. Pray for the bigger bobes. Is how that was working out. Snazhole, thank you very much for 46 months, almost 4 years. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you. Yeah, so Urika, very quickly, this is an epic tale, and we have a new addition at the very end. Wishing us a Merry Christmas. Thank Thank you. Giving us a violin karaoke of some Lindsay Sterling Christmas songs. Nice. Nice. We have Uru Santa. Uru Santa wishes you a Merry Christmas. So, yeah, she got the $50 Chipotle gift card. And she's like, guess what I'm eating every meal next week? And it just kept on going. This was at like 3:40. This was at 3:34 a.m. Christmas Eve. And then it just keeps on doubling up. She gets 2 of them. This is like Christmas Eve night, 9:18. And then later into Christmas morning proper at 1:19, she has 3 because Leah just trades one for her for a keyboard. And then there's even more. Sheena is like, hey, take mine. Merry Crimbus. This is at like 4 in the morning, Christmas morning. And then on top of that, there's just some other pool. You'll never guess what I rolled. This is literally at 6:30 in the morning, Christmas morning. It's Christmas Day. And just like 17 minutes later, she gets another one. She's got $300 worth. $300 worth. Then finally, $350 at Burr. I don't know who even gave that to her. At Burr. Someone giving a Blue Burr another $50 gift card. She has $350. So she's just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for this thing. She's like, where are my gift cards? What is going... Where? Fishman, where are my gift cards? And finally we have this. She says, he tried to take my Chipotle. Chipotle. Congrats, Urka. You've received a Chipotle gift card. Kevin Lee, a.k.a. Sakana, a.k.a. the CEO of Face Connect, saying, bought it for myself by mistake. Not pronounced bear, it's pronounced burr, Blue Burr. This guy was always trying to get one over on you, man. How far are we at? We're making good time. I'm going to be done early on this stream. I'm going to be done early. For some reason, last night, the CEO of this agency decided to tweet this out. 716 replies. What is going on out there? There is so much porn on Twitter. Now, numerous talents replied to him, what are you talking... What are you talking... Why are you saying this out loud? Why are you saying this out loud? Sheena here. Sakana, remember when you told me to post less? Well, I think it's time to use that advice for yourself, to take your own advice. I think the best part comes from Oimo Buster, the artist Oimo Buster. Sakana, the algorithm is curated to you. And that's true. Sometimes the algo gets like too locked in on stuff. Like, if I like a dog video, I get like 10 dog videos in a row right after that. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of wild, actually. If I get, well, really like any animal video. Cats, like right now I got a bunch of like sea lions for some reason on my feed. It's like, well, I guess I'm going to have sea lions on my feed for the whole week. I guess that's how it's going to go. Whenever anything adult shows up, I'm always surprised, but it's just because I'm following some VTuber that's being really naughty and retweeting that stuff. But I actually don't get a lot of that on my feed, to be honest. Yeah, that's true. Broad appeal, like animal videos, is going to have an uptick. There's just so much of it out there. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, Pippa. Again, we covered some of this already. I'm going to do it again. I don't care. We're getting it in today. I'm really happy. We're catching up. I don't think we've caught up. I didn't think we really caught up maybe but once in 2025. And I think we're starting out 2026 by actually catching up. This is going to be day 1 of 2 VTuber agency days. So Thursday and Friday. And we're going to be all nice and caught up. And then we get to dive into all the indie news next week. And once we're totally caught up, you guys are going to have a nice mixture. This is what I always want. And I can never give you guys a nice mixture in every episode. This is going to be all the latest and greatest news. Not something from like December. It's going to be indie news, small agency news, big agency news, convention news, right as it's happening on the day. It's going to be so cool. But we got to catch up. We got to tell you what's happening in the last like 5 weeks. I'm asking for something big to happen. That's true. Let's take for instance when like V Shoujo cratered. That was 4 days straight of just diving into that, right? That was insane. It'll happen. It's bound to happen. It will happen at least once or twice a year. Anyways, the co-hosts have not been preparing. No, we need a whole new paradigm for them. Oh, we did get a brand new short out this morning. I was really happy about that. And I think we're going to have like 9 straight days in front of us of shorts. So like 10 straight days of shorts here. Real cool stuff. Yeah, lots of convention news to come. We got FazeCon. We got this Toronto convention. We got this Boston convention. Of course, we have all the California conventions. And we would have loved to have talked about MagFest in a great way. But unfortunately, probably on Monday, I'm going to dog them again. So this weekend is MagFest. And I was thinking of doing a MagFest episode today, and I was like, nah. I'll eat their liver after the whole event's done. Oh, man. I'm not done with them. I think it's probably going to be a really annoying drum beat in 2026 where I just randomly, talk about how dumb MagFest is. They really thought they did a good job. That's what really got under my skin. When I saw those communications, those insider communications, they thought they did a good job. They still kind of do. Thankfully, some people inside are also like, no, this was not handled well, and this has been dehumanizing to Vivi. But others, I'm not even kidding you guys, are calling her pedo bait. I'm not even kidding. We have it in black and white. This is internal staff saying this stuff. And it's like, you have no understanding of what you're talking about. Like, how can you say this stuff? It's really, really ridiculous. So anyways, I hope to show all their best and worst all at once. Anyways, Pippa! Everyone. A lot of people are liking this new look. They're very open about telling us about how much they like this look. This Hollywood producer look. Again, I'm not going to get tired of this. She stole the sign from Offkai. And now they can just splash a FazeCon sticker over it, and it still works. It still works because they're actually using the old location that Offkai used. FazeCon is at the old Offkai location now. I wonder how much stuff she just steals. No one told her she could take that. How much stuff did you just steal, man? Again, I love this. Wetros. I've actually seen at least 2 other cosplays now on Wetros. Pippa was one of them, but I saw 2 others. I will probably have those in some episode here. This is insane. Again, Jerry reacting here. Jerry Hoshiumi reacting with I want one. Why not 2? Why not 3? All the tech issues at FazeCon. I don't know. I don't know if they have tech issues there. Again, Jelly also giving us a cover of Unraveling by Muse. She can belt. Chicken belt. I'll play like 5 seconds of this, so YouTube doesn't freak out too hard. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yep. Long time, lifetime cigarette smoker, Jelly Hoshiumi. Oh man, I do appreciate she embraced all that. The monkey meme, the cigarette smoking, it's perfect. Okay. Lumi saying, holy F, it's happening, and Pippa herself, unofficial, but just in time for FazeCon. Oh, we got plenty of time. Got plenty of time until FazeCon. I'm going to show this one more time. It's going in tonight's episode. It's the classic. So, as a joke... the classic, so as a joke. You know. Just gotta cheer your homie up, you know? That means dressing up as a bun girl. You know, it's a small price to pay. Could be enjoyable for everybody, actually. Might make for a good Thursday evening. And again, one of the Pippa siblings here reacting here. Chio Chompy also being a part of that family. I love my family. Owie and Pippa love. So once again, Chio Chompy is back. No one was expecting this. No one was expecting this. She had long since left Pixel and went back to her Rebby Rompin' identity and model and everything like that, and she was there for a few months. I think it's been since like March. But she's very open about, you know, being Chio and all that stuff. But yeah, graduated back on March 3rd from Pixel, I believe. Oh, that's right. I should get the Zal stuff in here. Thanks for reminding me. Pippa's persona. Yeah, I'll dig that out and try to get that in tonight's episode. Someone literally modified Zhao to look like Pippa. And it's really impressive. It's really impressive work, actually. Anyways. So back in, yeah, it was August. So about 5 months as Rebby Rompin', and then all of a sudden she comes out and is like, hey, I have the opportunity to actually buy back my IP, which a few of the Pixel Link girls had done. Either through fundraising or just literally like someone else buying it for them. And she's back before the end of the year, giving us an old high. It was a re-debut. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you for coming to my debut. I'm so happy I get to see PogChamps again after so long. We're going to have so many great adventures. Yeah, small Chio redesign, RAR, from Rhyme. Or at least Rhyme posting it. Also taking time over the holidays to perform here. For more holiday festive cover songs. Man, all these fat-tailed VTubers. So, yeah. Chio stays winning. Never bet against Chio. It's a mistake. How far are we into the stream? Dude, I'm burning through this. We're gonna be done with the stream in no time. I don't know how to pace myself, bros. Sometimes I'm running out of time, and sometimes I have too much time. I packed in like a whole interview and a huge my huge deck, no problem, last night. I'm getting good at this. Let's see here. Let's go back. Let's talk about HoloLive, as I promised. Let's take our time with this one. I can slow this down. This is what everybody's here for. HoloLive! More specifically, Hololive Dreams, this brand new account. It's technically been around since October, but we really we're only told to start paying attention to it recently. Get the latest news on mobile game release. That's right, Hololive officially is... well, are they developing it? I think they're getting help on publishing it. But are they developing it? Question mark? I don't know. Fat decks, huge sales, all winning. I don't know. So this is kind of a big deal, or at least they're making it out to be one. Because chat, I don't know if you saw what kind of game this is, but it's a rhythm game. Hey! First gameplay footage revealed for Hololive's first ever mobile game, Hololive Dreams. The game will be playable in English and more at launch. And there we have a shiny smiley story being played, Sora in the background. I will say, I hope they up the, I guess you could say, user experience, the fidelity a little bit. This feels very alpha beta in its look right now to me. Just to be honest. My impression only matters so much, though. I don't need the thing to be overheating my phone, but I think it can do better than this. Just to buy a bit. So yes, Hollow Dream Girls Band Party, the localized name. What's that one game with Hatsune Miku? Colorful, what is the name of that? Please don't make me look it up. Chat, just help me. Help me. Can't wait for the library to shrink every time someone graduates or gets terminated. That's... We'll talk about that. Colorful Stage. Thank you, Colorful Stage. Yeah, a lot of people saw the gameplay and saw Colorful Stage. I know other people are saying like Girls Band Party. Yeah, Project Sekai. Sekai. Yeah. But anyways, this is a stupid mock-up. This isn't real. So they had like 1 billion tweets out and a whole stream on this today. Play together. You can play solo mode, or you can play multiplayer mode, up to 5 players. Whoa. Play your favorite song solo or multi, team up with everyone in multiplayer. Yeah, a little Englishy there. Up with is a little... Should be a gap there, but it's fine. It's fine. Image shown are under development. That's what I'm hoping. I think they can clean it up and make this even more presentable. Or just more flashy, to be honest. A whole gen can be together. That's a great point. Yeah. I hope that like leads to its own multiplier. That would be so kick-ass if you get multiplayers if you work as a gen together. I'd love that. All right. Yeah, you get to up the skills of the Hololivers. The Hololivers. Sounds like a Niji thing. The Hololivers. Push your leader skill, equipped outfits, and strengthen them on Holo Mem board. Okay. We basically got a spear grid here. Skill tree. Is what I'm looking at here, I think. Variety of boosts, including support skills and bonus item rewards. Outfit skill. All right. I'm kind of seeing the vision here a little bit. All right. Of course, it's a mobile game, so there's autoplay mode. Not surprising. Perfect for rhythm game beginners. Just let the game play itself. Chase high scores with autoplay and strategic deck builds. So yeah, if you guys haven't played a mobile game in a little while, a number of them just have auto on them, and I have to admit, yeah, once you get far enough into these games, you're playing them daily. Not that I would know. Auto mode is the way to go, because you've already built up everything enough where there isn't even a challenge if you do play it manually. Auto is for listening. Yeah, this is like an advanced music app. You know, there's a gacha game that I was playing over the summer called Memento Mori. They actually had a collab with Amane Kanata. You may remember me reporting on that and showing it off on stream. But a lot of people joke that's just one of the leading music players because they have like a new song for every character, but there's like no story, there's no campaign. You just collect the girls and they have new songs. That's it. Everything else is literally just like auto battle and, you know, just level up until you win kind of stuff. This game makes like anywhere from $4 to $6 million on mobile alone every month, like clockwork. It's insane. I'm in the wrong business, boys. I'm in the wrong business. Yeah, I gave Memento maybe the better part of like 2 to 3 months. I'd have to go back and look. And I was like, yeah, I got my fill. Basically, it's over-relying on dupes is the problem with that system. The problem with Umusume is the gacha's bad. Got bad gacha rates, and you need specific cards to actually really get meta. And the problem with Memento Mori is it's too reliant on getting dupes to level up. Not fun. So yeah, it looks like they're going to have a little bit of a story here. Adventure part. Discover all new HoloLive member stories exclusive to HoloLive Dreams. Based on... Okay, read this. This is so important. Based on mutual agreement, talents who graduated and concluded their activity during the production period will appear in select story segments as originally planned. Ooh, who are we going to see? I'm going to start drinking my coffee, dude. I'm crashing. The stream isn't even 50 minutes in. I'm crashing. You know how when I started, I told you guys I've been up for 26 hours? It turns out when you start, you know, talking for an hour, you start to feel it. I knew Spice would flip out on that. I was really hoping she wouldn't hear that. Anyways. FalseEyeD. You know, the news is important. VTubing is more important than me getting my 3rd stroke and 5th heart attack. Yeah, I don't know what they mean by talents who graduated and concluded activities during the production period. Maybe that includes everybody from 2025. I'd be surprised if it includes anybody from before then. Outside of maybe Ame. I'd be surprised. I'd be very surprised. Reminds me of that one dev wanted to make a VTuber fan game and the talents kept leaving and entering, so they abandoned it after needing to rewrite the story so much. Huh? I don't know if I knew about that. I do know, I've talked to Mary Dog, about all the lore that he wrote for VShojo. And, you know, just some of the challenges around that because, you know, the talents had different ideas about what their lore was or how invested they wanted to get with it, right? That makes sense. But he really enjoyed it. He really loved that stuff. He's very proud of it, understandably. Because again, whenever it came out, they had these, you know, we'd have like debuts with like animations and things, right? It was always very high profile, high production stuff. I never got completed. I probably maybe showed it in an episode or two. I remember when they announced like an official game. I don't know if you guys remember that. There was that talk of that official game, and that just went away too, unsurprisingly. That just lost any and all traction. So yeah, this is why some folks are saying it's reminding them of, yeah, from Hidden Leaf Studio. It's reminding them of some other prior games here because it has like a whole training deck setup. Still popular at the time. Writing for other talents is difficult. You just tell them to just do as I say. I'm Mary Dog. Woof woof. Enjoy special interactions with leader cross member. Oh, okay. Oh my god, guys, I can finally get Pecora to talk to Miko. I can finally live out my dream of seeing those two actually talk with one another. Dude, that is the biggest elephant in the room as far as Hololive goes, right? Those two used to be the best of friends until they were not. And considering they're both like the biggest streamers in the company, making them the biggest female streamers in the world, it's so crazy. I do wish them the best. I don't want to push them. You know, we don't want to push them to do this. If they're not comfortable with it, or if one of them isn't comfortable with it, that's okay. Don't talk about the sleepover. If that's true, this is what I heard. If that's true, if something happened to that sleepover, it's like, oh my god. I just want that to be a made-up story. Anyways, this is incredible. Featuring over 150 songs at launch. That's a lot. That's a lot. Solo songs by featured talents. Original group and unit songs. I think it's all holo songs. I don't... Did you guys see any covers in there? These might be OG songs. Just for Hololive. From what I saw, I thought I was only seeing holo covers. You heard some covers as well? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They mentioned covers. Okay. Or wait, did they mention Cover Corporation? No. Yeah, wait, we have some like album covers right here. I don't have an eye for this stuff, but if you see any that look like a cover, then whammo bammo, there we go. Tur said both original and covers. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Read behind my head? No. If I read behind my head, I would read solo songs by featured talents, original group and unit songs, and a massive collection of cover songs are on the way. Of course they said cover songs. It's Cover Corporation. Duh. Can you tell I'm loopy? Can you tell I've been up for nearly 27 hours now? 5 minutes short of 27 hours? Oh, man. Yeah. So that makes a little bit more sense. That's good. Some cover songs make sense here. Also, it'll be easier to add new songs. Over 50 Hololive members. They have like 88. Who's missing here? Right? Don't they have like 88? Isn't that the number right now? Maybe 87 since Kanata left. Get some sleep, False? Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was thinking of the Holo Stars. Whoops! Whoops! Whoopsie doodle! Whoops! Okay. So Justice and Flow Glow aren't looking like they're here. All right. Okay. That's a good update. That helps. Hitomi Chris is here. Gramps is here. Hololive's largest ever scale, question mark, exclamation mark. The Hololive Dreams theme song performed by all featured members. Video clip currently in production, a live part with matching outfits. Oh my god, WIP. So yeah, 50 talents at least. Singing one song. Hopefully it isn't, I don't know. I hope they really go all out on the mixing, because when they... Honestly, Hololive has a kind of a weird history when it comes to the mixing. I don't have an amazing ear for this stuff, but a lot of people say, yeah, a lot of it's crushed, or a lot of it's not really playing into the strengths of a lot of members when you have this many people on a song. It's all right, though. 50. 50. 50. 50. Crazy Ollie. Here in her crazy for you look on her profile picture, in case you weren't aware. I just popped right up. Yo, what's up? Talking about Ollie in here? Yeah, what's going on? What's that case on? Yo, what's up? Yeah, just a very quick appearance here from her today. Oh, what did she say? What did she say? What did she say? Oh no, I don't have her tweet. I don't have her gosh dang tweet here. Hold up. Let me get it. Let me get the Zambi's tweet here. She's looking for handouts. I owe her this much. Replies. She has 1 million followers on Twitter. Replies. I'm also reading her other feed. When I was in Indonesia, I only had 2 meals a day, but when I'm in Japan, I have 4. Isn't my appetite glitching out because it's winter? Sure, girl, sure. Okay, this is the tweet that I wanted from her. She's just quote retweeting the main part here. Nudge, nudge, do talents get freebies? Yeah, I would hope so. I would hope they just give you an unlocked account, to be perfectly honest. Kiara reacting Lamau. I asked that too during a meeting with them. Also adding, after all this was unveiled, a certain shark would have loved that. What does she mean? That's so vague. I don't understand what she means. At 8:06 a.m. Eastern in the morning here. What is she talking about? What is she talking about? Here we have Corkscrew replying to Kiara with the Vague Post King. I know things only some people know about, but I can't tell you. And Kiara just straight up replies, it's not that vague, you're just lazy. Good lord. She has no patience anymore. Not that she had a lot in the first place, but man, there's nothing left of this guy. I skipped this tweet. Let me get back to it. It's from Matsuri. It's actually kind of cool. Saying, I'll never forget that when I met Yago soon after my debut, he said he wanted to release a Hololive rhythm game someday. So this is a Yago dream. Okay. All right, okay. All right, okay. I'm just really hyped about a VTuber mobile game. That sounds ridiculous, but I'm seeing this thing getting reported in a lot more places than you would expect today. It's getting a lot of attention. Anyways, yes. I did check out Ina's new song, Taco Takeover. Which apparently, she said this is kind of the bad end. You know, all her songs kind of are like alluding to an ending of one path or the next. Apparently one of them is already the good end. This is the bad end. No surprise. This is a trippy video. This is a trippy as hell video. I definitely dug it more as I listened to it. Like, by the time it was done, I was like, yeah. I like a lot of the backing track. It comes together. That was a bad end. Yeah, it's the taco takeover. You don't want them taking over. They literally attach to your head and take over. Ina. This is priceless. Now, I don't know if you heard about this one. So what was she doing? Let me check her account. Ina. Let me just make sure I'm not talking on my butt. So she did a watch-along party, yes? Yeah, a release party, excuse me. Taco Takeover release party. Just about 100 minutes. Pretty quick. Yeah, watching the video on zero sleep. It's telling me to do things. I've got to do things. So this was the stream that got hit. Because she says here, I knew it. Copyright struck by Nina Ines. Ugh. How could she do this to me? YouTube is so stupid. Oh my god. YouTube is so stupid. Yeah, she got a, I guess a DMCA hit from her own song that she, I think only partially listened to on her release party stream. Not even kidding. How could Ina do this to Ina? Did this happen to Anya? This happened to Anya Melfisa? She's lolling. She's just straight up lolling. I love that someone replied to this, was like, you're laughing. Ina struck Ina and you're laughing. Yeah, it's just like, you should have just so much more control over this stuff. Like, hey, don't hit this channel, you know? Stuff like that. There's just never enough control when it comes to YouTube, I'm telling you. Like, their moderation tools, I like above a lot of other platforms, but they could do so much more. Oh yeah, we do need that. Trust no one. Not even yourself. Yeah, we need that with Ina. We don't already have that. How far are we in now? Oh my god. We're making insane time. I'm going to run out of things to talk about. That's cool. I'm happy about that. Okay. So that's HoloLive. This is a quick HoloLive update for today. I don't have it in here. I might put it in the episode. I kind of doubt it. Miko took the day off today. I believe she canceled her stream, so she tweeted out about that. But she does intend to return tomorrow. Not too surprising. It's very intense out there, which is such a shame because, you know, her viewership is off the charts. It's a great time to be streaming. And unfortunately, because of all the heat she's getting right now, I believe she just didn't feel that to be a good idea, or someone didn't. You know, I made that. Twitter remembered me, so I made my tweet about it for my video last night. That's kind of how I do it these days. I make a tweet about it, and then I'll reply with the video. And it got some attention initially, like 1,000 likes, which is great. That's fantastic. Any attention like that is really cool. But then I wake up and it has like nearly 4,000 likes. Now I think it's maybe over 5,000 likes on the tweet. A lot of JP bros came in and just started talking with each other in my tweet. And I'm like, huh? Because a lot of Twitter auto-translates now. So they don't even have to try. They can just see what I'm talking about and what others are talking about on these tweets. A lot of stuff just auto-translates, which I love, because I think the translations have been for a long time more than accurate. Accurate enough. So it's really awesome. But I will call it the dialogue between the JP bros and the Ian bros is hostile, but brief. No one's really going in on each other hard, but everyone is pretty dismissive of this or that. A lot of, if you didn't see yesterday's video, a lot of us here in the West, we just don't really see it as a big deal. Whereas over in Japan, you know, their kind of whole thing is like, well, if you don't enforce this rule, then where does it end? Where does it begin? What rules do we even have? Is kind of the way they kind of go with it. So that's just kind of what we're looking at. I was just surprised. I've never really had that much Japan Twitter interaction on any of my tweets. So that was exciting. That was exciting. All right, Chroma Shift. Rest in peace. No. Chikafuji Lisa of Chroma Shift. Your favorite worst nightmare sheep. Nightmare sheep. Here with her reference sheet 4.0. Sheep. Rockin' sheep. Shep. I like sheep tubers. Making an announcement. Last night. Like 1 minute after I had the video out, or like 4 minutes after, or before. Anyways. Announcement. Hi, everyone. Hi. Over nearly 5 years, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, get to the point, Lisa. No, I'm just kidding. I put my whole heart into my craft, creating, learning, supporting others. It's been and has continued to be such an important part of my life. I'm grateful for the things I've been able to experience thus far. And in the past 2 years, I've been with Idol/Brave Group US/Chroma Shift. Yeah, there was lots of changing of hands there. Oh, man. My life has changed significantly in the time I was a part of Chroma Shift. I've had the chance to learn so much about myself and especially what I want to achieve with what I create. Recently, I took a step back and reevaluated. Uh-oh. Where do I truly see myself going? Oh no, she's getting all up in her head. No, VTubers, stop doing this. I care deeply about my passions and effort I put into them, but am I really where I want to be? Question mark. You're in Chroma Shift. You're in the best agency in the world. I began to feel that I am what I yearn for. I began to feel that where I am and what I yearn for weren't aligning. Rather than staying in a position where that feeling grows, I decided to take ownership of my path and continue in a direction that I choose. Chosen. This is so flowery, there's actual flowers around it. With that being said, from March 2026 onward, I assume March 1st, might say on the next page, I will be continuing my activities independently as quote-unquote Chikafuji Lisa, the quote-unquote stray message. So yeah, going indie. She's going indie. It was through all the love I've received that I've continued on for so long. Making this decision was painful, but necessary. I wish the people I've worked with the absolute best in everything they do with this new chapter. I plan to work my hardest to continue achieving amazing things, and I can't wait for you all to share that experience with me. To my sheeple. Ha! I thank you for your love, your encouragement, and your belief in me, not only as your favorite worst nightmare sheep, but as the girl behind the screen. Your support has mattered more than I can express. Without you, I wouldn't have had the courage to take this step. I'm looking ahead with confidence. I hope you stay with me for what is to come next. Thank you always. With love, Lisa. So... Chikafuji Lisa. Fix this up here. Thank you very much for helping out with my circadian rhythm. Antique doll. Thank you for the 300 bits. That is very appreciated. Thank you. That's right. Yeah, she debuted originally in Sundaria. So she was already in a corpo. And then I think she went indie for a little bit of time, and then she went corpo again with Chroma Shift, then Idol. Right? That's how that works. Here's her original. Then she goes to Idol. Here's her 2.0. A bit softer. So yeah, I think it was like agency tuber, indie tuber, agency tuber, now back to indie tuber. She's been with Idol / Brave Group / Chroma Shift for at least like 2 years, I think. FaZe might actually have a chance again. It is an ongoing joke that Fishman very much wanted to get Lisa, and Lisa has a ton of friends in FaZe. But sometimes the obvious is not what happens. I think there's a few VTubers out there, I can count them at least on one hand, who you would think would have been in FaZe by now or have been maybe offered to go to FaZe, but not so. Not so. Not always. Not so. So yeah, time will tell. We'll probably be getting another Invaders group. Maybe this year. Maybe. Kind of soon for one if we do, but maybe. I think FaZe Connect again has like 35 VTubers or something like that right now, which justified us making a channel for it in 2026. I know, again, we're just kind of building up our base of fans for FaZe Connect in our Discord. But again, check out our Discord. You know what? Oh, while I'm talking about this, I quickly mentioned on this yesterday that I'd love to get some suggestions from you guys for who you'd like to see as a guest on the show, on the stream, and on the videos. So I said we talked about that today. I'm almost just wanting to do a funny and resurrect like an old dead channel and just rename it as guest suggestions or something like that. What's a good dead channel? We have the old memes channel. I could just resurrect that and you guys should just recommend to whoever you want. What I'm looking for is smaller VTubers, honestly. You know, some people that could probably get just a small little boost from us. That would be super cool. V-Shoujo chat, shut up. No. It must stay dead. Go for it. Okay, let me do this now. While I'm just spitballing with you guys. I got time. I'm making great time. Let me take the old memes channel. Let me check the edit on this one. Guest suggestions. Suggest a VTuber for TVS. A TVS guest spot. All right, I'm going to save that. And then permissions. I'll just put view channel back on. And I'll jump that up. Let's put this way at the top. I'm going to be really annoying for right now. Let's put this way high at the top. Top to tippity top. Oh no, I've lost it. Put it in Niji Sanji. No. I'll put it underneath. I'll put it right above promotions. Or yeah. Hello, sexy people. There we go. So yeah, if you're not in the Discord, what are you doing? What's your actual malfunction? Why are you not in the Discord? Join it today. Just click on that socials link below. Or check it out in the Twitch chat here. It's right there. Spice is linking it even in the YouTube chat. There we go. Yeah, you should think about it. You should do it. You should do it. You should do it. You should do it. Why aren't you there? And while you're there, enjoy yourself. We got all kinds of channels, man. It's all the latest, greatest news. I'm telling you. If you've been waiting for me to tell you the news, you're a sucker. Ha ha! Everyone point and laugh at them. No, it's been on the Discord the entire time, well ahead of whenever I talk about it. So yeah, highly recommended. Feel free to give this stream over on YouTube a like. Give it a cheeky little like. Smash that like button if you enjoy what you're seeing. And yeah, we of course do have the subreddit, which, you know, I don't know. It's kind of doing okay. It's not like blowing up, but it's not totally dead yet. I really don't. I really hope it doesn't die. If it dies, it dies. If it dies, it dies. I know it's not a big deal, but I'm really enjoying like seeing some stories pop up there. It's highly recommended. So I am diving into all the news channels on the Discord. I am diving into the subreddit. We have a brand new subreddit here. Again, it would be really cool if we get a good crowd in the subreddit because we can kind of like see what the ranking is for the stories during the day, right? That would be pretty cool, right? Right? All right. Ask the question. How much time we got? Yeah, I got plenty of time. What's the question? The channel dragging. Repurposed. Yeah, we've repurposed. How should we format suggestions? I'll just read whatever you have. I mean, if you can link the VTuber, that would be appreciated. And don't hold back. Don't give me just one. Give me a few, guys. Again, looking for smaller VTubers, if possible. You know, looking for those hidden gems. Those hidden gems. Those ones that are like, man, people need to know about this VTuber. They must know. We'd love to go ahead and try to reach out to them and see if they'd be interested in joining us for a little bit of a dive, seeing what's up. I'd love to get one of those in like once a week. That would be so cool, right? Let's get back into the swing of things. Male VTubers, absolutely. Yeah. We had a lot of interviews with some dude tubers in the past, and some of the best discussions came out of that. It was really funny. I would actually say, out of most of the guests, once the episode ended, when we were doing those in 2022, the dudes just loved to yap after the episode. There was 1 or 2 times where we were talking with those VTubers for like 2 hours after the episode was done. It was eye-opening stuff from time to time. So it gave me a really good perspective that it was super helpful to just kind of understand like what's going on out there, what they're seeing, you know, what their experience is. So yeah, we'll take some dude tubers, absolutely. All right. So yeah, load them in. If you have a link, go ahead and give us the link. Check out the subreddit. You can be a filthy Redditor with the rest of us. Stop denying it. All right. So yeah, Lisa is going indie. Chroma Shift. I am pulling for them. I like the idea of, you know, a U.S. agency pulling through, but I know their management is all Japanese. It's not like American in name only, but I know like their management is still very, very, very Japanese. So we'll see how they adjust. Which channel? We have guest suggestions now on the Discord. It's just right above promotions near the top. It's got the alien emoji. Check it out. I hope you can all see it. I might need to... there's a thing you got to do on Discord from time to time. Oh, what is it? Let me scroll up. Browse channels. I think we got it. Yeah, it's already marked for me. So we should be in good shape there. You should be able to see it. Close some windows I didn't mean to. Whoops! Not a big deal. Anyways, I'm glad I remembered to do that. Thanks for reminding yourself, False. No problem, False. Man. Chicago, thank you very much for the 41 months. 41 months! That's nearly 3.5 years. Thanks for always giving us all the news all the time, boss man. Also, male VTubers exist. They do, unfortunately. Say one male VTuber to another male VTuber. Thank you. Hope you're having a great new year. I hope 2026 is treating you well. Yeah, I mean, if you have some suggestions from years back that you think are still good, feel free. But again, looking for some smaller VTubers initially. We might build our way up throughout 2026 into the next year. And yeah, Lisa's gone. We'll see. All right, moving on. Very quickly talking about Chroma Shift. Just going to bring this up today. Quote retweeting Otakugraphy. I think I've heard of these guys before. Otakugraphy. VTuber talents revealed throughout the week. Do you see your Oshi? Giving us this major announcement. Otakugraphy will be at Aquarium of the Pacific. Follow for, the VTuber featured guests. Show your anime and show your anime Los Angeles con badge on site to receive a big splashed discount. This is running tomorrow from Friday the 9th to January the 11th. What do they mean? What is this? I gotta see who they're linking. I've got to see these VTubers they're talking about. Obviously, some of them are going to be Chroma Shift. That much is clear, right? But who else are they talking about here? That originally was posted a little before Christmas. Who they've been linking? What? VTuber field trips. Oh, they're doing some roaming meet and greet stuff today. IRL VTubers meeting virtual VTubers. What the F is going on? So let me show you what I'm looking at here. Hold on. That's so confusing. Yeah, so Anime Los Angeles is going on right now, as it is known to do. So today, they had a few of the tubers, and then, that's hilarious. You know, you look to see who's the next day, and it's like former idol VTubers. That's great. All right. Okay. That's rich. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, this is quite the collection here. Okay. Yeah, some Videre in here as well. Okay. Time to face dock some people. Let's do that. I can just say it was, because I was just tired. There they go. There are all the VTubers IRL. That's what they actually look like, bros. They look like that. IRL VTubers meeting virtual VTubers, utilizing Elgato's all-in-one teleprompter. Wild times. Dude, when we went 3 years ago, there was no VTubers, bro. I'm very proud of what we did there, because that stuff was about to fall apart, and I was like, no, we have to do it for the VTubers. We've got to show the convention VTubers are good to have. So, I'm very happy to see Anime Los Angeles embracing the tube. All right. Well, we got just a little bit more time. Can you tell I'm stalling? I went through my deck too quickly. My big fat deck. I went through it too quick. I'm too quick these days. I'm too good at what I do now. All the rust is gone. I'm back to like prime streamer mode now. Oh, let me get into this one here for you guys. Iron Mouse. Have you heard of Iron Mouse? Yes, no, maybe so, maybe not. Of course, it was pointed out to me, thank you for that, last night, that she is joining Mr. Beast to possibly win a $1 million prize against loads of other IRL streamers that hate her, but some that love her too. Cutie Cinderella and Valkyrie are there at least. Yeah, $1 million, and loads of other VTubers alike competing against one another. I don't even care what in, they just are. If you guys saw yesterday's episode, of course, we pointed out in the past. So a lot of the previous contestants kind of banded together and said, you know, hey, we'll all kind of win. We'll split it up. And then Jaden Animations won, and I think one or two of the other contestants just gave their entire earnings to her because she her goal was to fund as many creative spirits to go to art school as possible. So that was her whole thing. I don't know. Did that come together? Did you guys ever hear if Jane Animations has talked about that ever since she got that money, that Mr. Beast money to send people to art school? Or did she blow it in Tijuana like we all suspected? What'd she do with it? She did a follow-up video in Tijuana? Wow. Wait, are you telling me Jane Animation did an actual animation? What? Blew it all on the gacha. That's right. Anyways. So, Iron Mouse is going to be a part of that. Here we go. Buckle up. Bought so many of the Chikawas, yeah. Funded the croc. Anyways, Iron Mouse. Good news. Finally some good news. This was from like last night. Cry For Me is back. Thank you guys so much for the support. This literally like went up like a half hour before we actually had the episode up. So I just put it as a top comment. I should have pinned that comment, I think. Yeah? I think I put that as the top comment. And oh, God, I'm looking at the wrong chat. I got to look at the combined chat. I got to see both chats. There we go. So good news. The song that got the fake copyright strike is back on Spotify. Good news. Connor reacting. My goat Booby is back. Why is he all about Booby? I don't get it. I don't understand. In addition, Shiro Beats, who's been working on this stuff, saying the troll songs removed and Cry For Me back up. It's a good day. You know, why don't I just check this myself? I have Spotify. I'm playing music on it right now. If I look up Iron Mouse, because you guys tell me this way and that way. I don't know. If you guys see Iron Mouse, I'm going to go to her as an artist. I'm not trying to play anything. Yeah, I don't think I'm seeing any of the troll songs, thankfully. I mean, I'm really looking here. Doesn't look like it. So, in my feed at least on Spotify, looks like it's out. You think Connor's jealous of Booby's voice? I definitely. Songs are gone on YouTube Music too? Whoa, really? I had reported it on one account, or on my main account. I don't understand. They should have been like, oh, FalseEyeD reported this. We got to take it down immediately, but they didn't. What the hell, guys? Let me check my history. I want to triple check this. I'm doing my due diligence here. Because I had seen it on YouTube. Yeah, this song. I had it pulled up 2 days ago. It's thinking about it. Video unavailable! Hooray! Hooray, 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 hooray. It says it's unlisted. Comments are turned off. This thing had 35,000 views, boys and girls. 35,000 views on YouTube. It took like the better part of a week for this thing to get smacked down here. Yep, video is not available. I don't really want to show the channel or anything like that, actually, but I can confirm it. I feel comfortable confirming it for you, chat. Hooray! All right. So that doesn't, however, change this. If you guys saw my short today, I threw this in real quick at the end. So Stacey here, showing that Iron Mouse Love, which was supposed to be a permanent global emote, it was added very recently, November 17th of 2025, and removed within less than 2 months. Back on January 5th, that was like 3 days ago. What the hell? I assume this is on twitch.tv. Sorry, YouTube. Twitch.tv had a global emote for this. It's gone. Let's check in with the Boosie. Zachariah Boosie here. Zach Boosie saying Twitch just did a massive global emote purge. The oldest emote removed dates back to 2021. Pure speculation, but many of these look like third-party characters that maybe they had some sort of licensing to deal with. Maybe a licensing deal? So that is one possible reason for this purge. You think they licensed with Iron Mouse? Like Iron Mouse. Yeah, there it is. This is so crazy. I saw this graphic. I didn't even notice the Iron Mouse Love is a part of it. They took away the FalseEyeD emotes. Wait, are the Yago ones? Is the Yago... wait. What? Yeah, everyone's really torn up about Pot Friend being gone. Yeah, what the hell was that? They did that whole thing. What was that? I felt like that was back in November. Right? They did that day of Live on Twitch, and we just haven't heard anything. See, that's why I wasn't even like all that hyped of it. It was like, yeah, they're going to do something, but they ain't going to do any follow-up. Remember that Hollow Day thing? I was like, yeah, that's cute, but they're not gonna commit. No way. They just announced the Golden Yago is permanent. Who announced? Did they tweet out about it? I'm curious. I posted? The mouse emote wasn't supposed to be permanent. What? The hell? The mouse emote was for VTuber. I hate it here. I hate it. I hate it here. I hate it here. Why can't it just be permanent? Kiara's committed. She dual streams? What? Hold on. I am super out of the loop if that's true. Hold on. Taco Takeover Nashi Kiara. Taka Nashi Kiara. Twitch. Let me take a look here. So yeah, she did get the handle of Kiara. That's all hers. Let me pull up her videos here. When's the last stream she had here? 4 days ago. 5 days ago, 11 days ago, so there is some regularity there. Maybe not as common as her YouTube streams, though. But they're there. They're there. It's interesting. I was talking with Mythic today, because I got another offer. And we'll probably be playing a game stream here in about 2 weeks. But I was like, hey, guys, I'm also on YouTube. Does that mean I get paid more? And they were like, just give us your stats. And I was like, I'll get back with you at the end of the month. When I actually have like a month's worth here. Yeah, 2 times the pay, baby. Yeah. That's the idea. They are working on the Kick channel. Kick is working to get that channel for me. So we very well may be streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. I'm still weighing Twitter. It's not bad, but I can't remember the last time I was like on mobile and I ever saw any. Do you guys ever see that? When you're actually on Twitter, do you ever see the streams on your feed? I don't. If I'm on desktop, I'll see it to the side. I'll say that. I see it there. It's not super something that like jumps out on your feed at all. Yeah. If we did Twitter, I'd close down comments. They could not comment there. TikTok might be worth it to consider. Okay, so about that. Spice? Did you hear? Did you hear? I mentioned it a few times. I can't get back into my GD TikTok. She doesn't know. I can't get back into my TikTok. I hadn't used TikTok since I last uploaded to it back in September of 2023. So I download the app this weekend because I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and upload some shorts that I made there on the 1st and 2nd. I'm going to put these up on like Saturday on TikTok and Instagram. I haven't even bothered downloading Instagram again. I download TikTok and, you know, it's like, hey, log in. I'm like, okay. So it says like last login was from Twitter. I'm like, okay, I'll use my Twitter to log in. It's like, yeah, you can't do that anymore. Apparently you couldn't use the Twitter login since October 2024. It's been over a year. So the way apparently that I ever logged in to my Twitter account was through my TikTok account was through my Twitter account. I give it my phone number. It's like, yeah, we don't have that. I give it my email. It's like, yeah, we don't have that. I log in through Google and it's putting me into some other account that has that email. I'm like, this is insane. This is insane. I cannot get back into this TikTok account of mine. It just kind of gets under my skin a little bit because it's like, damn, I already made this short. Uploading it only takes like a minute or two. I'd love to do that. I'm not actually going to use TikTok myself, but I'd love to put up stuff on there because when we did put up stuff, it was cool. Like people would actually come into our chat, at least on Twitch, probably now also on YouTube if we did it. And they say, yo, man, I'm from TikTok. I'm like, cool. You're nice. Stick around. Like, people will actually tell you, like, yeah, I saw you on TikTok. Because, you know, here recently, this past week, a lot of folks here on YouTube are like, hey, first stream, buddy. How you doing? Hi. I love seeing that stuff. It's so cool. It's so cool. I really appreciate you guys telling me that stuff. So yeah, I remembered as soon as you mentioned it. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. And then I shared what was going on with Blue Sky. Someone just registered it under an Outlook email. You guys are recommending I reach out to moderation, so I'll try to do that this weekend. I'll reach out to Blue Sky moderation to see if I can get that account that has my name over on Blue Sky. Again, I don't really know if I'm going to use Blue Sky. Blue Sky, what? I hear they don't like VTubers over there. Now, that's probably very general and super basic. But, how can I put this? They strike me as, in some cases, the MagFest crowd. Like, they've heard of VTubers. Some of them know VTubers, but not a lot of them, maybe. The VTuber debuff, yeah. So, I'd like to find out. I'd love to find out. You got to create your feed? Okay. All right. I can do that. That was the problem with TikTok. The damn feed never changed it for me. That's why I love that Chinese app that I used that one day. I only used it one day. I don't know why I didn't use it again. Red Note? Was it Red Note? When TikTok went down, everyone went to Red Note for that week. That was fun. Dude, that was so fun. It like blew my mind. I got to actually see how what, you know, the normal China dude is actually like. And I'm like, yo, we have tons of the same interests. You like guns? I like guns too. Give me lots of gun videos. Bang, 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 bang. Red Note's kind of interesting because it kind of considers it kind of the quiet TikTok. it has a lot of like actual text posts and things like that, which is kind of nice. It's a nice change of pace. Yeah, I liked it. I only used it for a day though. I might check it out again just for kicks. I was really happy. I was really happy there because they had a bunch of Americans coming in, and all the China Bros were super cool. Very different vibe from like Billy and all that stuff. Anyways, let's go ahead and I guess forever say goodbye to Iron Mouse Love. I guess that's gone. Apparently that was just, as you guys are telling me, maybe going to be gone as planned. Sag. Very sad. Let's get to the top story here tonight. 18 minutes. It's Hades. Hey, the problem talent for Mythos. That description actually works. Hades. At Hades Mythos. You know, I feel so bad for the Mythos girls because the SEO does not work. You know, when I try to look them up on like Google, it's like it brings up the old, you know, fables and things like that. And I'm like, oh, right, I got to put in VTuber. And only that sometimes doesn't even work. I'm like, oh, God. So, yeah. But she's from the underworld. So back mid last month, celebrating 2 years with a 3D debut. That's pretty big. That's a kind of a big thing. Something that you would expect to see maybe retweeted on the main Mythos Twitter account. Nope. Nope. Nope, nothing on the main Twitter account. Afterwards, 1:08 in the morning after that, saying, thank you so much for celebrating my 2 years with me today. I'd make a big sappy post, but I think it's just simpler to say you guys have been everything to me, and I can't imagine the world not being Hades. I love you all. That's wild because of what was kind of going to occur in the next hours here. Just less than 5 hours later, it's 6 in the morning, saying, heck, I'm going to say it. Whoa, easy with the language, young lady. Heck, I'm going to say it. Hurts to watch your own agency not even acknowledge you for the 2-year anniversary. This is still up. This is still up. This tweet is still up. 208 replies. Few replies from other agency VTubers in support. So what's going on here? And replying to someone else a few hours later, it's literally only me and one other person's anniversary, and they wish the other person not me. That other person, of course, being Poseidon. That hussy. Getting all the attention from the main account. So the day even before that, on the 14th, before the 15th when Hades was celebrating, she had a new outfit debut. Poseidon had a new outfit debut. Kind of launching a Twitch subathon. Covered the English version. So she has a cover here. Launching a cover that day. And here we have the Mythos Twitter account that day saying, happy 2nd anniversary, Poseidon. Celebrate Poseidon's anniversary with the newest merch line. And, you know, here it all is in all of its Poseidon glory. Nothing like that for Hades. Now, I don't know if she said there was supposed to be a merch drop or if she had a merch drop. I am not aware. You guys can let me know. But yeah, there was just no happy 2nd anniversary Hades post at all. There's barely any post by the main account in the first place. So it was very disconcerting. And then later on January 3rd, we get, if anyone is trying to get a hold of me on Discord, my account has been restricted and I cannot send messages. This is weird and vague. This is weird. But hours later, we get this big old message from Mythos. Whoa, they spoke up. This is still on the 3rd. Dear Mythos community, first and foremost, we'd love to thank you for your continued support towards each of the Mythos talents. Your support and encouragement has meant a great deal to all of us. We've recognized that many within the community have noticed that Mythos has not been performing to the standard that we set for ourselves. We want to be transparent in acknowledging this. As a company, we have taken time to reflect, reassess, and make meaningful changes to ensure that we do right by both our talents and our community. As part of the process, the company has been working through several internal matters regarding staff, talents, and the future direction of Mythos. With that in mind, we are proud to announce that Trey Legacy has officially acquired the Mythos brand and its intellectual property, and will be stepping into the role of owner and CEO. This transition in ownership represents a deliberate step toward improving internal operations, strengthening branding, and enhancing overall quality of life and supports for our talents. With these changes, we strive towards a commitment to growth, accountability, and building a stronger future for Mythos and its talents. Thank you. Signed, Mythos. Okay, so that's very broad. I mean, you kind of like to hear this kind of stuff, but it was like, okay, maybe you need to prove it. Who's this Trey Legacy guy? And how did he officially acquire the Mythos brand? Well, here we go. Also, I'll take care of that later. Hello, Mythos community. Hi. That's me, I think. And maybe you. Some of you might know me as the manager of the Mythos talents. I didn't, but hi. Okay. I'll take your word for it, bro. In October, discussions began regarding the possibility of Mythos closing due to internal challenges. Wow. During that time, several talents approached me to ask whether there was a way to help keep Mythos moving forward. After extensive talks with the former CEO, as well as with current and former talents, who expressed their support and confidence in stepping into this role, and me stepping into this role, I made the decision to acquire the Mythos brand and all associated talent and intellectual property. I'm looking forward to being the CEO for such amazing and hardworking people. As Mythos is adjusting to these changes, I want to reassure the community that we remain committed to growth and creativity. We will be proceeding with the debut of a new wave of goddesses later this year from our recent auditions. Thank you sincerely to everyone who applied. Among the excitement of this new chapter, Mythos will also be hosting its very first concert, featuring multiple talents, along with participating in and hosting various community and industry events. Thank you for your continued support as we build a stronger future for Mythos together. Signed, Trey Legacy, CEO of Mythos. Wow. Okay. So, they got a new CEO. My intention came to... I made the decision to acquire the Mythos brand and all associated talent and intellectual property. This ticked me off. This got so under my skin. They know I had first mover rights. I was supposed to be the one they came to first. How dare they? I was supposed to buy this. How dare they? Now I have to settle for Warner Brothers. Now I gotta buy Warner Brothers instead. This is stupid. Yeah, so basically like a talent manager, I guess I would call him a talent manager. Just got it all, like the IP and the branding and all that stuff. Wow. Okay. I get Batman at least? Pfft, whatever. Can't even keep his emote on Twitch. As a person who auditioned for Mythos Next Gen, it would scare me to hear them say they were going to close. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, it's still a little touch and go right now. Understandable. It's pretty understandable, you know. We've had a thread on trouble in Mythos for feels like a while now. And here we are. Then they did this. This is cool. It was like the next day. Dear Hades and Mythos community, they're going an extra mile here. With this post, I would like to approach you formally, but also personally. Apologize for what occurred during Hades' 2-year anniversary. Both as a representative of Mythos and previously Hades' manager, I deeply regret the oversight and disappointment it caused. At the time, Mythos was in the midst of significant internal change, including me taking ownership of the company. During the period, internal communication between management and talents was disrupted, which led to the failure to properly acknowledge and celebrate Hades' anniversary. While these circumstances provide context, they do not excuse the mistake. The lack of visible support shown during an important milestone should not have happened. For that, I offer my sincere apology and regret for the hurt that has caused to Hades and to those who have supported her. As Mythos moves forward, we are taking concrete steps to ensure this does not happen again. Under the current restructuring, the company is developing an updated code of ethics alongside clearer and stricter internal guidelines. These measures are being implemented to better protect talent's comfort, strengthen communication, and foster an environment rooted in respect, support, and care. It is my personal commitment and responsibility as CEO to ensure that Mythos learns from the incident as I have and grows stronger because of it. Thank you for taking the time to read this and for your patience and trust as we work to do better. They just can't figure out a common format here, style for the for these announcements, can they? But I guess this one is supposed to be a step more bubbly. I guess. Has Hades talked about any of this since? I'm kind of curious. Did she reply to this? She did. Let me get that on screen. This is cool. Hold on a second. Pop this up here. Pretty quick. I appreciate the apology. Thank you for stepping up and working towards making Mythos into a safe place for the talents. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. I think like many others, I have questions, but I don't. I feel it'd be like overstepping boundaries to ask them, right? It's like, if they really truly feel like they are, on the rebound here, that's cool. I think the question is I'm not really going to bring this up in the episode, but is she staying? We've seen some more activity from her on her past life. We've known her past life forever, so time will tell. Maybe it'll just be whatever she's comfortable with. Understandable. Yeah, I'm not putting money one way or the other, actually. I think you go either way. And I think either way is understandable. Just remember, it's all Poseidon's fault. Just blame her. Just Poseidon still, taking things in stride, it looks like, here on Christmas Eve. Getting out a cover song here. Hades, a day after all that, saying my Discord is finally unrestricted. Tomorrow will be a busy day for me. Please pray. What even happened there, girl? Did she even talk about this stuff? I'm so confused. What happened with the Discord stuff? What was going on there? I'm reading chat right now. Since March 13th of last year. Okay. So about better part of 9 to 10 months. Okay. Very committal, very non-committal language. That's probably the smart thing to do, though. You start saying exact things, and then the public starts holding you to even more exact things. Like, well, you said you do this. Well, we did do that. Well, no, you were supposed to do it in this way that I thought you were supposed to do it in my head. Anyways. So that's that? Question mark? I have no details here, guys. I don't have any insider stuff. I mean, I don't really feel comfortable asking because it feels like very touch and go kind of stuff. Although admittedly, Hades is kind of like, people should just talk with each other. So I'm going to avoid any speculation. If I'm inclined to do any speculation, I'll probably just reach out to Hades. Just to be honest. Like, but I don't really feel like we have to do that. I think we can just see where this goes. I feel better about this now than I did in December. I mean, I feel better about this now than I did basically all of last year. So that's nice. Whether Hades stays or not. I feel like maybe the girls coming in and the new gen, whenever the hell that's going to be, are going to be in a better position. You're a reporter. You have the duty to ask questions the public wants to know. I'm not a reporter. What are you talking about? Whoa. I'm just a guy that talks about VTubers and things VTubers say. What are you talking about? Whoa. Trying to get me sued? Very important. I do not call myself a reporter or a journalist. That's it. Which, I don't know. I just had flashbacks to this. I don't think we ever talked about this, and I'm about to wrap up the stream because now I'm finally running out of time. With V4 Mirai, I did want to get a little bit of your thoughts on this too. So you guys probably remember this, but I don't think I put this in an episode. Like when Yumi the Witch just graduated, and it was like, yeah, man, this is December 5th, and it's all gonna stop tomorrow on the 6th. And it's like, what? Oh, okay, all right. I mean, I guess some of us were paying attention. Okay. The wildest part is we hope that you'll join her gin mates tomorrow over on this other channel of one of her gin mates for her remembrance stream. What? And, you know, it's like all the girls are saying goodbye, and the replies, she's not saying anything. She's just gone, right? Like, I don't think she said anything, right? And then they do this remembrance stream. You guys see this? It was like a whole thing. It was like a whole performance. She died. Oh, yeah, no. She's definitely still active now in her past life. 123 Anywhere Street, Any City Street, 12345 is the address. So these goobers hold a like a remembrance stream, and it's like, what? I've never seen anything like this. Did anybody see this? What do you guys think about it? Yeah, I guess that's the way to do it. I guess it's a nice way for the gen mates to say we really liked you and we will miss you. It's just wild that it's like, yeah, she's not there or replying or saying anything about it. And it's like, okay, was this what she wanted? She would have wanted it this way. Did she? I don't know. I just don't know. It was very out of left field. Anyways, again, Anime Los Angeles this weekend. V4 Mirai will be there. We'll talk more about more V4 Mirai stuff and Chroma Shift stuff tomorrow. They got a cosplay gathering, Cyber Fever live concert tomorrow, and meet and greets, all with Oshi Snap. So, yeah. All right. That, I think, is going to do it for me today. I'm going to go ahead and start working on tonight's episode. We're getting it. We're doing it, boys. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're getting all these videos out, catching up, getting people up to date with the news. It's feeling great. All right. So, once again, it looks like we'll probably have just one more stream tomorrow. Again, this is a Monday through Friday joint is the plan for the year. Especially these first 2 months. We're trying it out for January and February. So far, it's working, even though I'm now nearly 28 hours without sleep. Anyways, I want to thank you guys always being free here with me. Go check out that Discord. Get on the subreddit. And again, we'll have more things VTuber say for you guys soon. Later!